7 reasons ancient athletes avoided sex, and why you should too. Number 1. Physical weakness after sex. Perhaps one of the longest-running beliefs about chastity and sexual restraint is that it boosts athletic performance. By conserving sexual energy, athletes were thought to sharpen their physical and mental edge. For any man who has been retaining long-term, such a benefit should become quite apparent. Many years ago, I noticed this myself at the gym, comparing days when I was retaining versus days I was releasing. Sexual activity is exhausting and takes much out of the man. For the loss of his sperm and the drain of nervous energy post-orgasm will take much time to replenish. Avoiding this altogether keeps the vital energy intact. 2. Ancient warnings. Philostratus on sex and strength. The oldest surviving literary work on physical education is Gymnasticus, written over 1,700 years ago in ancient Greece. In this treatise, Philostratus writes, "Those who come to the gymnasium straight after sex are exposed by a greater number of indicators when they train, for their strength is diminished, and they are short of breath and lack daring in their attacks, and they fade in color in response to exertion, and they can be detected by signs of that sort, and when they strip, their hollow collarbones give them away, their poorly structured hips, the conspicuous outline of their ribs, and the coldness of their blood. These athletes, even if we dedicated ourselves to them, would have no chance of being crowned, i.e. winning victory, in any contest. The part beneath the eyes is weak, the beating of their hearts is weak, their perspiration is weak, their sleep which controls digestion is weak, and their eyes glance around in a wandering fashion and indicate an appearance of lustfulness. If an athlete just had sex, it is better for him not to exercise. In what sense are they men? Those who exchange crowns and victory announcements for disgraceful pleasures. But if they must undergo training, let them be trained, but with the caveat that their strength and their breathing must be closely observed, for these are the things which are damaged most by the pleasure of sex. 3. Ancient ideal. Self-control was a virtue. In ancient Greece, self-control and chastity were highly regarded among athletes. Beauty and virtue formed the foundation of Greek thought, as physical excellence was considered inseparable from moral discipline. Virtue in itself was deemed a beauty that transcended the physical. Evidence of this ideal is found in the writings of ancient Greek philosopher Dion of Prusa, who wrote, "No matter how much beauty he possessed even more self-control. He looked down on his beauty, but nevertheless he preserved it despite such a raw profession. Although he was a boxer, his face remained as undamaged as that of a runner. He trained vigorously and did so much effort that he could hold his arms up for 2 days and nobody could catch him letting them down or pausing, as athletes usually do. He forced his opponents to submit, not only before he himself received a blow, but even before he had beaten his opponent. He was lucky to originate from an illustrious family and to possess beauty, and also courage, strength, and self-control. These are the highest qualities. What is most to be admired in a man, he remained not only undefeated by his opponents, but also by effort, heat, hunger, and sex. For when you do not want to be beaten by your opponents, you first have to avoid being defeated by these things." 4. Even philosophers warned of sexual drain. While many athletes in the Greco-Roman era were not continent and often engaged in vice and excess, the belief in continence for performance was still widespread. Plutarch, a well-known ancient philosopher, observed, "As for an athlete, Its shapeliness uses up all its nourishment for building up the body, so that what is left for the production of seed is very little, and of poor quality. It was said of a conversation with Pythagoras, "To a man eager to know when he should have sex with a woman, Pythagoras replied, 'When you want to lose what strength you have.'" 5. Modern mindset misses the physical impact of purity. We are not taught growing up that social purity is necessary for physical beauty and excellence. Many people connect purity and morality to religion only and overlook its physiological impact. The pure mind is more conducive to health, longevity, and prosperity. Any form of mental excess will eventually make its way to the surface of the organism. What starts as thought eventually transforms into biology. 6. Modern athletes who practiced abstinence. The concept of sexual abstinence improving performance has remained popular over the last 200 years and is still practiced by many today. During the 1998 World Cup, England manager Glenn Hoddle reportedly banned his players from having sex for the duration of the tournament, as he believed restraint would benefit their performance. AC Green, nicknamed the Iron Man, holds the NBA record for the most consecutive regular season games played, at 1,192. He was a known celibate throughout his NBA career and often preached the lifestyle of sexual abstinence to youth. People often commented on his youthful appearance, good looks, and healthy head of hair that he maintained into old age. 7. Sexual energy is life energy. A writing from the early 1900s suggests the biological source of these benefits. The sexual organs generate vital energy. This energy is primarily a part of man's psychic life. By systematic and regular exercise, this energy can be absorbed by the muscles and converted into physical strength. All trainers of athletes understand this law. Great physical strength and endurance result from the conservation of this energy. Many men with physical defects could receive great benefits and enjoy a prolonged life if they would follow this instruction. If you want your body to be in its best possible condition, it must abide by the laws of nature, the main law being the avoidance of excess. Excess of food, excess of drink, and most importantly, excess of sex. When we indulge in such excess, our aberrations against nature manifest themselves into our bodies, seen as fat, exhaustion, unattractiveness, and eventually disease. But for the man who abides by nature, he receives nature's rewards: increased vitality, enhanced attractiveness, a nice voice, an aura of purity, and most importantly, good health. With knowledge of these benefits in mind, any man should be able to abstain from sexual vice. Good luck.